Hey guys, girls, and snake lovers. Today I just wanted to show you guys my progress with my snake and taming her out. If you remember Cleopatra, when I was doing the video on getting her out of the box, I've only had her for about a month at that time, and she was like striking at me and just going crazy and all that stuff. So when you're looking for a snake, obviously you want to get a tame snake, right? So uh, you can look at the snake when you first get it and say, oh, that one's mean, and you don't really know what you're gonna get with it. But I guess the point of this video is that pretty much any snake, not I wouldn't say any, but the majority of them, you'll get a mean one every once in a while that you just can't do anything with. But the majority of the snake, if you just hold them and get them out and do all that, they they get a lot better with time, and it's just something that if you work with them, you can get it. So getting a snake that you don't know what their temperament is or anything like that, you can tame them out. So this particular breed is reticulated pythons, but with this girl, you can see if you go look at my other videos that she was mean. Most people would have thought she was mean when I first got her, and that she would never be like this. But as you can see, I'm holding her. She's being cool. Once I get her out, she's really nice. I turn off her feeding response, and she she just goes around me, and I'm not afraid to hold her anymore. I mean, I wasn't really afraid to hold her, but I didn't really want to hold her because it wasn't enjoyable because she would just be defensive. So now she's getting a lot better, and basically how I did it is just take her out, not every day, sometimes every day, but at least 3 to 5 times a week. Get her out of her cage, hold her for sit on the couch for like 30 minutes. Pretty much just try to interact with her as much as possible. And little by little, I could tell that today when I went into the cage to get her out, I just picked her right up, and she was fine. So if you're afraid to get a snake because they're going to be aggressive, maybe it'd be better for you to get one that's already been with somebody for a while and you know is tame. But I think it's really rewarding to be able to say you tamed them yourself. And with this girl, I have proof that she was being aggressive or defensive, and her only thought was to bite. So you gotta, be smarter than the snake. They have tiny little brains. All they can think of is instinctual to eat, defend themselves, sleep, poop, drink water. Basically, that's it. So if you're big and they don't know who you are and they don't see you very often, yeah, they're gonna be defensive because they don't know what you're gonna do to them. But if you build their trust, like with retics who are really really smart, if you build their trust, they'll remember you, and they'll remember that people are good, and they associate when you take them out of their cage with just playing and being safe, making sure they feel secure, like she feels secure with me holding her. And my other male snake, he was like that right off the bat and just get lucky. But with her, it took some work. But it is possible. You can tame them, and it's awesome to see a really tame snake like this, and to be able to read her and have her be, what's the word? Have her be predictable and know what she's gonna do and read her body language. That's another really big thing, is to read their body language. You can tell when they're afraid, and when you shouldn't mess with them or when you shouldn't mess with them. Another thing too is don't train them to where when you take them out of their cage that if they bite, you're gonna leave them alone. If what I'll do is she'll try to strike once or twice. I'll still take her out. If she keeps biting and biting and biting over and over again, I'll wait 20 minutes, go back to her, and most of the time her demeanor has changed quite a bit to where she's not like that. And when I pick her up, which I'll show you, which I have showed you guys in other of my videos, how to pick them up without getting bit, which obviously is really important because you don't want to get bit. You don't want to put the snake in risk of losing a tooth. You don't want to put yourself at risk of getting a tooth stuck in your skin and all that crazy whatever could happen, who knows, but it's just better not to have that happen. So yeah, she's tried to bite me, but when you look at my other video, you can learn how to get them out without getting bitten. And once you get her out, she calms way down. You can hold her and just put in the time taking them out. Try to do it every day if you can, except for feeding day. I don't take her out on feeding day. I feed her, so I don't take her out, one, so she doesn't associate coming out with getting fed, and two, especially with retics, their food response is really strong. So on feeding day, they think they're going to get another rat, and that's all they're thinking about is rat, rat, rat. When you open her cage, she's just like right away thinking there's food, and whatever the first thing she sees, she'll bite. So that's the reason I don't do it on feeding day. I fed her yesterday, and you can see there's still a lump in there from the rat. I fed her yesterday, and already I took her out today, and you can see she's being really cool. And a lot of people say that dwarfs are really aggressive, and it's probably true because they have lighter bodies and they can move quicker, but I think they can be tamed out just like a mainland retic, which are the huge ones. They can be tamed out just the same if you just spend the time with them. They're smart snakes. They watch a lot. I mean, I can see her paying attention to everything that I do. If something moves, she's quick to look at it. She thinks about what she does before she doesn't. Not like a Burmese python who, as soon as you open the cage, they're just biting and they don't think about it. So I think they're smarter. They have a little bit more than just the instincts. They actually pay attention to things. They actually watch what's going on in their surroundings. So hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. Me and Cleopatra here are going to be doing a lot of videos as she gets bigger. You can see she's gotten a little bit bigger than when I first got her. Not much, but I can tell she's growing pretty healthily, very healthily. I don't know if that's a word, but I'm pretty sure she's growing very good. And she's a beautiful girl. Hope she grows good and has babies for me and does all that. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a really good day. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I'll try to answer them if I know. If not, I will find out for you guys, because I'm still learning, and everyone is still learning when it comes to reptiles. But yeah, so alright, peace out, later.